relationship with him is built up. Have you seen God work in your life? Have you? Even if you have, if you haven't, make this a semester, make these months at the end of the year here a time we say, God, I want you to work in some significant way in my life. And if it's a church, we can say, God, could you work some significant way in our church? And that we begin to see him work in those ways. So what can we learn? Well, do our leaders meet in prayer? Yeah, they do. That's good. Have I taken God's will seriously? This is a question we ask ourselves. Have you fasted before? Are you ministering to him? Is God calling you? I don't want to hear that question. No, yeah, that's one you can ask. So let's think of the last point here, a mission church. When they've had fasted, they prayed, they laid their hands on them, and they sent them away. We noticed that before they actually sent them away, they did more fasting, more prayer, and then they laid their hands on them. It was a strategic time for a church to send out some of their best workers. We don't know how long they'd be. God did not specify. They might never have come back again. They did not know. We know because we look at the journey of Paul, and I suppose later we'll look at that as we go through the book of Acts. But it was strategic. They actually ended up going to Cyprus, where Barnabas had some roots. So it's very interesting. Dependent on the Lord. Notice they were fasting and they prayed. They really wanted what God wanted. It meant a lot to them. They were supported by the church. The leaders would lay their hands on them. They would impart their gifts, their grace, God's grace. And as a group, they would send them forth. There was a recent DVD that came out on J.O. Fraser. I read the